it's a hit record, you feel me? It's a cultural record, like it's big for the culture.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody about to turn that down.
In the top, like, I mean, we all rapping about the same stuff. We rapping about the culture. We rapping about females, partying, gang banging, criminal shit. My album is like,
you in it.
I'm in it. You feel me? This is what I do.
Hey, it's Elliott Wilson from Rap Radar, and this is The Truth. Season 5, man, we're back like we never left, and we're out west. I'm gonna talk to an artist that after 5 long years, has finally dropped his critically acclaimed debut album. The artist's name is YG, and the album is My Krazy Life. If you love Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar, then you're gonna be very interested in this brother's story, another MC who came up in the rough streets of Compton, USA. I wanna talk to the young gangster about their West Coast resurgence, his relationship with DJ Mustard, and their signature sound. Walk with me, man, it's The Truth. Hey man, Elliott Wilson, man, I told you, man, The Truth is back, man, with the homie YG. Yo, that's a hot album, my G.
Good luck, man. I appreciate that.
Did you feel underestimated a little bit?
I probably underestimated myself, you feel me, a little bit, but I knew my people on this West Coast was gonna fuck with that album. It got leaked first. It got leaked like 5 days before it dropped.
Yeah.
So
you wasn't feeling that, you know?
Yeah, I was hot at first. No, look, I was hot, but then I started getting the reactions and the reviews. It's like, it helped the album, you feel me?
Yeah,
like,
I guess the My Nigga record was obviously the beginning of that.
Yeah, them singles helped, and then, you feel me, the connection with Jeezy helped.
Yeah.
And then we came with this album, you feel me, storyline well put together. When you listen to it, when you hear it, the people say they feel like they from Bronx in LA.
I felt like a lot of rappers were like, well, I ain't gonna do an album like that. I'm not gonna do a story album with skits. Like, I don't wanna look like I'm biting off Kendrick. But you did it in a way that nobody's saying that about you, and you executed that vision in a different way. Like, how were you able to do that?
He got it from the G homies back in the day, the OG homies, Snoop, Dre, all them, and Biggie, and 50, you feel me? We doing the same thing they was doing, you feel me? They was really making real albums though. That's why we following their footsteps. His album is basically talking about, you feel me, the lifestyle in Compton, in LA. But from his point, like looking out the window, my album is like,
you in it.
I'm in it, you feel me? This is what I do.
So then Kendrick kind of knew where you at with the album, and then he came in at the end and kind of picked the joint he wanted to jump on.
I let Kendrick hear it, and he heard the shit, and he was just like, yeah, I'm fucking with that really beat, you feel me? That's what I want to get on.
But the West Coast thing, I mean, obviously your partner's DJ Mustard, you guys have resurged the whole West Coast movement. And when I was looking back, I was doing some research. A lot of it, I feel like people missed out on the fact is when Mustard was just a DJ, right? And I heard you guys used to do these infamous house parties and shit.
This was like 07, 08,
07, 08, okay.
So when our mutual friend connected us, it was like, oh, for sure, yeah, I know who that nigga is. He the same person that connected me with Ty, Big B.
Ty Dolla $ign, yeah.
Yeah. So he connected us around the time I put on my first mixtape called 4 Fingers. Mustard hosted that joint. We put it out. He became my DJ. You feel me? Like, we just started spending time together. We was homies. You feel me? He was living with me. You feel me? That's when the Tooted and Booted record came about. It started to die down. We really ain't had no music. We was feeling like production-wise. So that's when Mustard started making beats, because niggas was like,
rhyming on the whack shit.
The industry was like, you feel me, calling us one-hit wonders and all this type of shit. But before Tooted and Booted, I had hits. Like, I made hits. You feel me? So we sat in the room at my house up in Inglewood. We was in the room for like 6 months in my bedroom. I was recording myself. Mustard was making his beats, and we was mixing that shit by ourselves. And that's when I came out with the mixtape, Just Read Up, that had the Bitches Ain't Shit on there, the I'm Good, the Up record, and all that.
So what is it about that makes your LA sound like different than Warren G or Dre or the forefathers that came before you like that?
In the top, like, I mean, we all rapping about the same stuff. We rapping about the culture. We rapping about females, partying, gang banging, criminal shit. So we all rapping about the same things. I think I do it with a little bit more bounce. Yeah, that's because of the beats I choose to spit on.
Talk about the significance of that album artwork right there.
Oh, this is the mug shot. I chose this as my album cover because this is, I feel like this played a big part of my little story and all that. When I got out of jail from doing the 6 months, I got signed 3 months later. So I was like, damn, imagine if I would have did them 2 years in the pen.
Yeah.
this shit wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, because labels was already hollering at you, right?
Exactly.
When you was incarcerated,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Labels was calling and all that. So
why'd you mess with Def Jam?
When I was young, I had the little Def Jam fighting games and all that shit.
That you have vendettas and all that?
Yeah, all that. I had that. So I just knew, I was hearing about them all the time.
Yeah.
So you feel me? That's why I went with them. I'm like, yeah, I'm going with them.
You and Mustard were united in doing your thing, but also you need that other cosign sometimes to help get you over the top. Like Kendrick had Dre, Game had 50. You know, it seemed like with you, it was Jeezy. Now I started last summer, right? And I remember the one first thing I heard is that you was gonna name your album I'm from Bompton, and right away Jeezy was like, nah, that's not the move. We want to include more people. Like
he right. You feel me? Like we putting out an album, like we want the world to fuck with what we doing. You feel me?
Yeah. And what was that like putting your mother on the recording of the actual album, putting it on there?
Crazy. My mama, she a star, man. She called herself surprising me, popping up at the studio because I've been gone. She ain't been seeing me. But when she got there, I was working on my intro. You feel me? We was figuring out the intro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what, mama? Just go in the booth and go back to that time when you was screaming at me about being like hanging out and all that shit. So.
So how many takes? One take?
One take, straight through.
Yeah, talk about the arc of the story, because like your mom tell you don't get into the life.
It's like a day in the life.
Yeah.
You like,
so literally it's a day in the life. Let's talk about Meet the Fly, because that's a real intricate, like nobody ever really.
That's one of my favorite joints.
Yeah, because I think I don't know if there's any other hip hop stories that really kind of told a vivid detail about a robbery, like breaking into this house.
Yeah, like a house robbery. Like
yeah, I think that's a new thing in hip. Talk about that song in particular.
Yeah, I mean,
you must be proud of that.
Flocking is, because you feel me, that was part of my story. You feel me? That's where this mug shot from. No, I went to jail for that. I got a strike for that. I did time for that.
Okay.
Next record after that is just Do It To You. That's after the turn up. When we
heard the ladies want that as the next single, man. That's what the streets are saying, man. That might be another single.
Oh, man. It's either that or I Just Want to Party joint.
Yeah, those are hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I got single problems. I heard that's a good problem. Then after that, I got the Who Do You Love.
With Drake. Let me ask you about that, because you guys had teased that for a while. Like, do you feel like almost that record didn't get as much impact as you want, maybe because you waited so long with it, or?
No, it's still it's building. Like last week, it was it came into the charts as number 74. Yeah. Then this week I checked the charts, it jumped up like 24 spots.
You know the chart numbers, so you know that.
I know everything about my shit, my nigga. You feel me? This shit real. That's why Who You Love it's taking a long time to blow up, because of fucking my nigga is still fucking top 10 on rhythmic, top 5 on urban. I know my numbers, I know my chart position and all that.
You talking about rhythmic?
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You feel me?
I want to talk to you about the My Nigga remix. Why did you, I'm sure once you get a record like that, everybody wants to jump on it. Like, why did you decide to share it with Wayne, Nicki, and Meek?
My nigga, the original is big, so the remix, you gotta go even bigger.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers hear them names, they're like, what, he got him?
They're attached to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a hit record, you feel me? It's a cultural record, like it's big for the culture.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody about to turn it down, you know?
And show up for the video.
And show up for the video. And Fireman and them cleared the, you feel me, they clearing the verses and all that. Yeah, you don't
and you
know
fuck with
about
Wayne,
that.
right? I read something you listened to a lot of Weezy.
Yeah. When I was like 16, 17, 18, I was listening to Wayne, 19.
Yeah. Lil Wayne. Which was like Carter 1 era, like dedication?
Carter 1, Carter 2, the mixtape shit. Like,
mixtape Weezy?
Bullshit, mixtape Weezy. But the Carter 2, that's my shit though.
Yeah.
Right now we have conversations about what's gonna be the next single after this Who Do You Love. Yeah, maybe Do It To You, maybe I Just Want to Party, maybe To Really Be. I even heard Baking Back Being Bull should be a single.
So you recorded that in New York, I think,
right? I recorded that.
That was bizarre to me.
That was the first record I recorded to my album, and I did it in New York. Like
talk about Baking Back Being Bull.
Yeah, like we was in the studio, Mustard played the beat, like boom. I'm like, oh, this hard. And then I was just like, I'm like, Baking Back Being Bull. He like, yeah, you should make that the song. I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah, that shit hard. So I went in, I wrote the verse, I recorded that shit all just one take.
Yeah.
You know,
and a lot of the record was in Atlanta. I think people like you making it so like pro West Coast story, but you did it
because
other places.
I can't focus out here. Cause I be
you know everybody.
Yeah, I know everybody. Niggas calling me, hey, we doing this tonight. Hey, what you doing? Hey, I want to come to the studio. I can't, you feel me?
Any vision yet on the next album?
Nah, I was trying to start working on my next album like before I turned in my last album. Fucking Sycamore and Mustard was telling me I'm tripping. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready though. I'm ready to work.
No doubt,
Yeah.
man. Well, you putting that work in, man. I appreciate your time,
Yeah.
YG, man.
Appreciate
Congrats
you
on
for
everything,
having me,
homie. Every
you
time,
like top,
man.
like you top of the game. Like, you feel me? This nigga right here, he a joint. Yeah.
We out of here, man. It's time to end this crazy interview. I want to thank YG for taking the time. What did you think of our conversation? Have you copped that My Krazy Life album? Does YG deserve the props that he's getting? Subscribe to youtube.com, Jay-Z's Life and Times. Hit us up on Twitter at Life and Times. Hit me up at Elliott Wilson and leave your comments. It's Elliott Wilson from Rap Radar, and that's the truth. Hey, it's Elliott Wilson from Rap Radar, and this is the truth. Season 5, man, we're back like we never left, and we're out west. I'm gonna talk to an artist that after 5 long years, has finally dropped his critically acclaimed debut album. The artist's name is YG, and the album is My Krazy Life. If you love Good Kid, Mad City,
Good luck. I appreciate that.
did you feel underestimated a little bit?
I probably underestimated myself, you feel me, a little bit, but I knew my people on this West Coast was gonna fuck with that album. It got leaked first. It got leaked like 5 days before it dropped.
Yeah.
So
Or you wasn't feeling that, you know?
Yeah, I was hot at first. No, look, I was hot.
Hey man, Elliott Wilson, man, I tell you, man, the truth is back, man, with the homie YG. Yo, that's a hot album, my G.
It's a hit record, you feel me? It's a cultural record, like it's big for the
Cultural,
culture.
yeah.
So ain't nobody about to turn that down.
In the top, like, I mean, we all rapping about the same stuff. We rapping about the culture. We rapping about females, partying, gang banging, criminal shit. My album is like,
You in it.
I'm in it. You feel me? This is what I do.
City by Kendrick Lamar, then you're gonna be very interested in this brother's story. Another MC who came up in the rough streets of Compton, USA. I want to talk to the young gangster about their West Coast resurgence, his relationship with DJ Mustard, and their signature sound. Walk with me, man, it's the truth.